Hello my YouTube family, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I am back with yet my third plush collection video. Now you may be wondering, haven't you been doing YouTube for like 6 years now? Well, that is true, though I kind of subconsciously decided to do it every 2 years, because if I felt like I did it every year, there would be too much of a similarity to really, warrant a video every year. So I decided to do it every 2 years. And for the record, I wanted to state that I am doing it similarly to what I did last year, in which I did I mainly focus on OC characters. Essentially characters that are completely original or are based off something but differ enough to be considered their own character practically. The collection has absolutely expanded over the years. There's updated characters, some are safely tucked away in storage so they can't be seen in this video, but they are still here, they're not gone. And also there are brand new characters as well. And some you may have never seen before, so that's something to look forward to. I think it's safe to say that I have transcended the FNAF PlushTuber moniker at this point, which is why I'm sort of normalizing doing the OC collection. Because, there's a bunch of characters you've never seen before. You might think it's cool. Plus, I'm sure that there are a few people that don't want to see the same FNAF plushies for a million times, or maybe you do. More power to you. But anyway, let's get into this video. No more stalling, no more going on old deer trails, and let's do this. By the way, I will mention, I know I said that I won't do more deer trails, but I will mention that I'm going to attempt to do it in different segments. Now, what does that mean? Basically, it means I'm going to sort of categorize the characters into like their own selective groups, like Omen, Celestials, some of the classic characters from like season 1, and other miscellaneous things. We'll see on the way, but basically, yeah, that's basically the gist of it. And I'm not gonna do any more stalling, let's get in the video. So starting off our collection, we have Milford, the very first character, chronologically, to ever be made. Yes, I made this guy quite literally 10 plus years ago. He's that old. He's literally over a decade old. I've had to fix him up a bunch of times, but honestly, he's a character I cherish near and dear. Next up is Colosseal malware, which you can kind of see his teeth have kind of, atrophied over, atrophied over the years. So yeah, they're not all there, they're kind of broken. But yes, he was featured in The Dark Reign Part 2. And has never made another appearance. Here is Deadlocked, or specifically deadlocked after he went to the chiropractic appointment. Here is Necro, who I actually but I actually have the rights to now since Sly is no longer going to be using him. But I am, and oh boy do I have plans. And let's see what random plushie we have next. Oh, we have Tenebris. The last one did get destroyed, but yes, I did indeed update him. And by that, I gave him actually proper arms. I don't know why I split them like in the original one. Sort of a wisp's tail, and some extra little details like this little red star, a crack on his head to, symbolize what Eternus did to him last time. But, he's still kicking, and I'm gonna put him next to this guy. Next up is Rebecca! Slay girl! But yes, there is canonically a difference between her and Genesis, which will be elaborated later in the series. Just not yet. Next up, we have the classic himself, Dimitri. Updated even. Yeah, the old one was kinda, not the best custom, but, I think this one's really good. Next up, we have Kelsey, spam salute in the live chat. No, that wasn't an Elon Musk reference. And here we have the uncorrupted Dimitri. I know he appeared in later seasons, but it's technically the same thing as the other young Dimitri, it's just a different color scheme. Plus, besides, I did put the old one in storage and it was kind of crappy anyway. Here is Strings, who appeared in the post-credit scene of The Dark Reign Part 2. I think that surprisingly wraps up like the legacy characters, which, you know, it's understandable because like in the beginning a lot of them were just like base FNAF characters and stuff like that, like Bendy and I think Cuphead. Yeah, a little bit of Cuphead, but you know, stuff like that. But yeah, that's basically the legacy characters I have on me. Next up, I'm going to be doing the wired characters, basically like the Omen or like a lot of other wired based plushies, or at least mostly wired based, because there are a few that have some felt, by the way. Oh yeah, probably should have included him in the legacy characters, but it also works as what we're going into. So I guess it works as a transition, but here is Corrupt Sock Guy, one of my first villains ever. Here is Z1CD. Here is Lord Eternus, also known as the Omenized version of Astrowork. No longer Shenzei Astrowork, just Astrowork. Random Synapsis Omen. Here is Corruption, the more humanoid Omen version of Corrupt Sock Guy. Here is Overdrive Stranger or Overdrive Springtrap. I typically like to call my Springtrap the Stranger in my series for reasons. Here is Small Eon, who's basically just a dead corpse at this point. Ew. Here is Medium Sized, also known as Prime Eon. Yeah, Scotty did a really good job on this one, honestly. He's huge. And here is Gigantic Eon. Yeah, he is a big boy. If we're talking about the one that I made, this one took forever, but it also probably took forever for Scotty to make this one. Yeah! Here is Colress's God form, aka literally the god of the Plush Tuber multiverse. No, you can't fight me on that one. Aw, they're all hanging out. Here is Scott, aka Time Paradox Columba Scotty thing. Not even I understand it. Ask Scotty. I don't think he even understands it. Here is Scorpy in his first form from Scotty World, one of his big bads. He's coming for you. He's gonna haunt your sleep. And here is Famine, debatably the scariest one of the wired plushies. Alright, the next part I am going to tackle next is going to be the Celestials. Probably the very thing you watched this video for. First off, we are going to start with Yuli, the goddess of ice and order. She has not appeared yet in my series. Or, well, you know, technically, both me and Scotty's series are basically the same thing at this point. We all share all of these characters now. But yes, here is Yuli. Yuri prevails. And here is Acanthia. Mwah. She's a baddie. Also, she's the nature goddess, but I'm sure you only need eyes to figure that out. Here is Shiro, also used for Astrowork when he's younger. Have not made the adult version yet. Well, I haven't made it, but Scotty hasn't made it yet. But one day, woohoo. Baby Chris, Baby Cinder, and Baby Cyrus. Oh, Baby Cyrus. Let's play a fun little game with these three. Let's match them with their future selves. Okay. First is teenage/adult Cinder. How do I... The tail's kind of getting in the... Good enough. Here is adult Chris. Oh my freaking god. And here is adult Cyrus. Oh. But surely it couldn't possibly get any worse for him, right? Next up is Vulcan, the chief of the Draconic tribe. Also known as, you know, Celestial of Fire. But also the one who shall not be Kamarahan. I look forward to using you in the future. Here is Argyris, Esther's father. Here is Aphrodite, the goddess of love and mind. Here is Omega, the god of death. Here is Hevaius, the god of starlight. Oh, here is Siren, the goddess of storms and chaos. Yeah, so Kid actually can't freaking stand up. Here is Amalgamation. Oh. And here are the twins.
Baby.
Scorpius and
Baby.
Columbus. Why did I say Columbus? Columba. No, he's not gonna discover America.
Giggle.
Here is Columba's semi-powered up form, Columba's full powered up form, and true Columba. He is also the god of time. Here is Phanta Scorpius, also known as End of Evangelion Scorpius. Here is Dr. Harley Bionic Nova. Scorpius thing. And here is Scorpius's true form. He is also the god of space. Here is Vam before being addicted to crack. And here is Vam after being addicted to crack. And here is Anemone, the goddess of the wind. Or that's what I would say if they were a woman. Here is Echo, who is currently being body snatched by Akerai, a character we'll see soon. Here is Pandora with the Omen tail, and the Omen claws, and the Omen wings, and here is Carl, here is Davy, here is Gigglemesh, the giggle shitter of the third of the reality. Nah, I'm kidding. They're just null guards for the next person on our list. This is Overnova. Practically Scorpius if you went to the gym for 3 days. A lot of the Celestials you see before you are dead because of this guy. And we love him for it. Here is Nova, the absolute
Baby, this is a big sister. I love you so much.
good boy. And here is the Genesis. Kill yourself. Good mom. And to kick off our Celestial batch, we have Ter. Next up on our list will be some dark beings, some beings that are corrupted by evil sources, or just evil themselves. Or they're not necessarily evil, but they are related to the darkness. So yeah, we're doing that next. And starting off, we have Akerai, and he is not looking too good. He's got a hole through his stomach, some temporary Omen hands, some crappy wings, a hole through his eye. Yeah, he's not having a great day. Oh well, he already had that, but yeah, he is not having a great day. And now we will do a quick run of the atrophies. Here is the Liar, here is the Stalker, and here is the Witness, with the inclusion of Atrophied himself, as well as consequences. Here is the Crimson Hood. Here is Vincent. Here is Powered Up Vincent, also known as Immortal Vincent. And here is the Black Rabbit. I will be putting him over here because, he looks good. Plus, people are not going to recognize all the different pieces of all the wires anyway, so yeah, there he is. Here is Darkstar, here is Volts the Wolf, and here is the Stranger. And let's not forget Distortion, Dr. Cypher, Atrophied Twisted Bonnie, Miss Monochrome, Rika, Spirit Akerai, and a plush I've been wanting to show off for a while because it's probably one of my best plushies that I've made, Scourge Akerai. I am particularly proud of this one, especially the tail here, and the head, even though I didn't need that much. I don't know, it's just a really nice plush, honestly, for one of my actually first decent ones. And yeah, I think it gives justice to the character. So I think I'm actually going to put him along with his variants. Yeah, so normal, Spirit, Scourge.
Cool.
And last but not least for the dark beings is Porygon.
Yeah!
Now next up we are going to do some Helix related characters. These are personally some of my favorites because I don't know, I just feel like I put the most heart into it in the series. You can probably guess why. Starting off, we are going to do the Helix Foot Soldiers. Not very high up on the hierarchy, but they are expendable. So there are a lot of them. Doesn't mean that they can't pose a threat though. Next up is Dr. Stagger with his partner Scarlet. Even though she's blue. Maddie's favorite, Spectra. Shock. Cord. We have Rust. Scotty himself. And Dr. Godfrey. And next, we'll be going on to their twisted experiments. Here we have Bram, Mike, Vam, possibly, the big man himself, Exodus. And now we move on to the classic Neo gang, the one that started it all. Here is Rose, here is TV, here is Jingles, Toruzo, and both Neo variants, Broken and Normal. Okay, next up is going to be something a little bit different. There's a reason that I've reserved this space, and that is because for now, I am doing characters that are absolutely humongous. Things that like take up all the space. Characters that are, so I say, giant. And the first one to take that spot will have to be Siren's dragon form. Yes, this is a big one. It's huge! I might not use it for a while, because, you know, I have a lot of storylines that I want to get out of the way. But yes, here is her dragon form, or maybe it's some sort of dragon. But one that I for sure know is a dragon is Colossicial Cyrus. You may have seen it teased earlier in the video when I saw Baby Cyrus and his tragic adult form, or at least one of the timelines. But yes, here, see, I'm having a hard time even like putting him down. But yes, this is Dragon Cyrus. And you will notice that he appeared in that one video with Eon in that strange, unexplainable place.
So maybe you should check Scotty's series because they have history.
And here is 309. I'm standing up because he's honestly a very fragile quote-unquote plush, so I'm gonna set up there. Also, he has interchangeable faces. Oh, well that's one way to do it. And for the last ginormous character, we have Smiles. Yes, he is an absolute behemoth of a plush. I don't know how Scotty did it, but damn! He's huge! Oh, whoops. But damn! Well, this seems like quite a collection so far. But we aren't done just yet. The last and final part of the video is categorized by I don't even know. These are the plushies I just have no idea how to categorize. They are miscellaneous and they are strange. But we include them anyway. First off, we have Threadler. Then we have Sock Guy. Oh, I realized I probably should have put him in the beginning. Oops! Here we have the old Nova Plush, but who cares about that thing? Smiles, his non-robotic body. Glacius. Jolteus. And Ignis. Crimstone. Gemini, or at least what's left of Gemini. We have Blue Screen right next to Mike. Mask. We have the Colress, which beat the crap out of Nova in Intervention of the Divine. Sockman. Gotta put him right next to his other sock character. Mwah. Shad, the best character. The anemone bird. Goes over her head. We have fixed deadlock. We have Sage. Dude even has flowers growing out of him. We have Prime. We have Terrence next to his robot wife. Xerxes. I don't know why I said it like that, but whatever. Colress. Base Colress. Regular Colress. And last but not least, the Glitch Angel. Spank in the middle. And there we have it. We have the 2025 Neo Plush Films / Nova Roads OC Plush Collection. I'll be honest, I kinda expected more, but honestly, I still really like the look of this. There's a lot of characters all throughout the series, and I'm honestly happy with it. Just the whole variety, just how many characters there are, and like how far a lot of them have come. With remakes, remasters, fix-ups, and the like. But yeah, I would say this is a pretty good collection. And who knows, maybe people will get interested in the series by this very video. You never know. I just love telling stories and having people have something to talk about in the community. I've always loved telling stories, and being able to do this with all of you is something that I would not want to take away. And I'm thankful for each and every one of you that supports my videos. Thank you to each and every one of you. Every one of you. I really mean it. I just can't believe it's been like 6 whole years now, and we're going into our 7th year in October. It's been quite a journey, I must say, and I'm glad that we can enjoy every single moment. From Celestials, to Omen, to robots, to man-made horrors beyond our comprehension, I must say, I think we have ourselves quite a group. Though, honestly, I have this strange feeling that something is missing. Oh god.